Hi, Cancer. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. If you have Cancer anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. If this is your first time tuning in, these readings, I will go through a little bit about how these readings work. And so we do take into consideration what Spirit is trying to tell us through the tarot. And then we also take into consideration the moon placement, the sun placement, and other planetary placements to really get a good idea of the energy that is surrounding you, people, places, and things. But we don't necessarily focus on the drama. We focus on what it is that we need to help us through this time, this phase of our lives. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Cancer, this week the moon enters the first quarter phase in Pisces. Pisces heightens our sensitivity and makes us keenly aware of our environment. The first quarter moon is the best time for making decisions as we really find clarity and we really feel the clarity. And you know, this week the winter solstice begins. Take time this week to celebrate the winter solstice with a simple ceremony. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. Simply lighting a candle, making a wreath, or even a simple prayer of thanksgiving for the lights. The setting of our intentions and how we choose to channel or how we choose to focus our energy is really what is key, is really what matters when we are celebrating anything. And we have the Ten of Pentacles as the foundation, the basis of this reading. And the Ten of Pentacles is about legacy, the legacy within. There is a legacy within you that is lighting your path. Let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading here, Cancer. That is a very interesting combination. The legacy within, lighting your path, following your inner guiding light. Contracts, words, disagreements. The King of Swords is about contracts, about words. And you know, sometimes we always think, when we think of contracts, we think of written contracts, but there's verbal contracts. And there's even contracts that are unspoken contracts, unspoken agreements. And I'm getting that this contract, this agreement is something that has not been spoken, or something that has not been written or agreed upon verbally or physically. It's almost like a hidden contract. Maybe, you know, sometimes it's we've picked up on the actions of other people. And when we pick up on actions of other people, we adjust our behavior. So it's almost kind of like, you know, there's that mom look or that dad eye that you get. You know, we can always tell when a parent is unhappy with us, not because of what they're saying, but we're picking up on those nonverbal cues. And that is what I'm getting with this contract, with this agreement, with this process, is that it's based on the hidden clues. And the Star card, the creation, the mixing, the regrets, the standoff, and the Hierophant. There's a gift here, a key here that we do not see or that we are not aware of. We've been operating on a non-verbal agreement, or we've been operating on what we perceive will be making the situation right, or what we perceive will be making a person happy, or what we perceive is what is expected of us. And this has caused petty conflicts and delays. But these conflicts and delays are asking you to go within. There's a misperception here that is being looked at, that is being focused on. And this misconception or misinterpretation is not based on facts. And you're refusing, or somebody's refusing to look at that. Someone is refusing to see that. I don't know why I'm thinking of, is somebody going bowling? Is there a family or a Christmas bowling party? A Christmas bowling get together? Somebody's getting together and doing some bowling. I didn't think many people bowled anymore, but it can be a fun family, or not a family. Why am I thinking family? I'm just thinking bowling. A bowling Christmas party. Star card. Let me get. I hate when that happens. This is a general reading, and so when we start talking about bowling, it gets a little bit less general. But the nonverbal contracts asking you, there is a misperception, a miscommunication based on some kind of nonverbal communication that is wrong, that is causing delays, that is causing conflict, that is asking that you go within to see why you have made this, why you believe, what you believe to be true is not true. There's something here you believe to be true that is not true. That you do some fact checking. The keys to success are in the facts that you do not see. Sudden changes. There's a sudden change here. Justice. contemplation, balance, and guardedness. That inner light, that inner garden, that inner guide, guiding your path. Perhaps this week you might run into an ex, or maybe you're going to meet someone new. Or you may just decide to call it quits on a long-term situation. Endings bring beginnings. And intense talk has you finding new focus and new clarity. Swift and sudden changes. And for some of you, it may be that you run into an ex. For some of you, it's that you meet someone new. For others of you, it could just be that you've just decided to end a situation. But each ending brings a beginning. And a beginning brings an ending. But you will find the new clarity that you need to take the next steps. Looking back at how far you've come, the magic within, and the celebrations. And I this week I've been seeing this Three of Cups come up a lot. And you know, it is the time of year for family gets-togethers, friends gets-togethers, time for celebration. And I really do believe that is why we're seeing this card, because it is time to celebrate. And you know, not only celebrate the winter solstice, but really to look back and see how far we have come and celebrate those small milestones that we were able to achieve. Cancer, you have climbed many fences to get to where you are. And remember that each fence builds our confidence and it builds our strength to climb the next fence. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. You have a blessed week.